Cindy Jacobs is a Christian fundamentalist and a charlatan prophet, and she did a bizarre segment about North Korea and Donald Trump.
We prophesied a lot about North Korea, that North Korea was going to have a suddenly, that God was going to deal with Kim Jong-un. In fact, the word was, I'm dealing with the evil dictators of the world. And these evil dictators are going to shake. Maduro's going to shake. He's going to come down. And, some of the others we're seeing Iran shaking right now. We saw what happened with Zimbabwe. We're going to see Kim Jong-un. There's going to be some turmoil, but Kim Jong-un is going to come down. God is hardening his heart like Pharaoh's heart. He's not going to allow Kim Jong-un to stay in that position. He's not going to allow compromise to come. Something is going to dramatically happen because his time for being a dictator is over unless he turns his heart to the Lord. If he gives his life to Jesus, and maybe somehow, Kim Jong-un, you're watching this. I don't know. You might be. And if you are, turn your heart to the Lord Jesus. There are people praying for you. And if you will completely change, God is going to help you on a path that will not be destructive. So you can choose, Kim Jong-un. You choose who you'll serve. If you serve God, and if you change your ways, God will protect you. He will protect North Korea in a unique way and make peace with South Korea. But if you continue on your path, it will lead to your destruction.
So first of all, I love how when she's citing the evil dictators of the world that are going to fall, wow, none of them happen to be U.S.-backed. So the United States supports 73% of the world's dictatorships, literally. We give military aid to 73% of the world's dictatorships. Weird, the two examples she gives are fucking Maduro and Kim Jong-un, ones that are not U.S. puppets. The Christian evangelical fundamentalists are backing the CIA's argument without even realizing it. It's like, oh, what about Saudi Arabia? Nope, doesn't count. What about any other country that we back that's a dictatorship? We back 73% of the world's dictatorships. They don't count. They're good because they're with us. But there's 2 points I want to make about this. Number one, she says, oh, if he just turns his life to Jesus, everything will be great. Just say, that's it. Kim Jong-un, we're praying for you. Just turn your life to Jesus. Everything will work out fine. Can you imagine a segment like this coming out of Iran where you have a cleric in Iran talking about North Korea, and they say, if he just turns his life to Allah, then everything will work out. Turn yourself over to Islam and believe in Muhammad, and then everything will be fine. We're fine. We're cool with you staying in power if you turn to our God. We'd go, that is the creepiest fundamentalism, If somebody said it in Saudi Arabia, or if there was a Salafist who said it, we'd be like, oh, so you're a jihadist and you're just trying to convert the leader of North Korea. Like, guess what you're doing? You're a jihadist. But when it's like a Christian jihadist, this is like just a fucking blip in the radar, like, whatever. But that's so weird. That's so weird. Like, it's cool, all the fucking concentration camps you have in North Korea, all the power grabs you did, and all the uncles you murdered, and all the fucking starving people in your country will look the other way, and that's totally cool if you say, hey, I've turned my life over to Jesus. No, that's a terrible idea. Now, look, I'm not in favor of everybody knows I'm not in favor of a war with North Korea. But what I am in favor of is, while not fighting a war with them, understanding exactly what the fuck they are, which is a terrible regime that's really brutal to their own people. I mean, the logic that these people use, like, oh, if that's all it takes for God to be fine with you, is you going, you know what? I believe in the hippie, zombie, Jewish carpenter. Man, that's a low bar, because that motherfucker's still starving people and killing people. So, like, no, that's not good enough. Or we'll topple you if you don't turn your life over to Jesus. We'll topple you if you don't turn your life over to Jesus. Sounds a lot like we'll topple you if you don't convert to Islam and believe in Muhammad and Allah. That's jihadism. That's a Christian jihadist. Hey, maybe God will punish you and overthrow you, and maybe we'll be the vessel through which he does that. We'll wage some sort of a crusade or a jihad against you for our God. That's what that is. That's Christian jihadism. And then the final point is, when she says, oh, God is going to do this and do this and do that, how do you know? You have no fucking idea. You're a random old lady, probably in the middle of the country, who's a charlatan, and you make money pretending that you're talking to Jigglypuff in space, but you're just massively full of shit. Like, I need everybody to get that. The year's 2018. We have the Google machine. Like, the free flow of information is at a level it's never been at in human history before. So, like, fact-checking is a thing. Research is a thing. You're going to trust this douchebag going out there just going, yeah, let me just tell you about that God is going to overthrow the dictators, but only the ones we don't like, or he's going to make them convert, and that's, I know, I talk to God on a regular basis. If you think that's true, if that is true, if you're hearing voices, that's called paranoid schizophrenia, and you need a little thing called Seroquel, or any other antipsychotic medication.